Yeah, we're back to the present. April 2nd, 10:15 a.m. Zodiac Hall, Fountain Room. I think I'm going to split, if I'm not going to archive it, I'm going to split in two. Unless there's going to be another flashback later on. We'll see. Whoa, went deep on that one. Sorry, Mauserino. Didn't mean to bend your ear for so long. I had no idea that was all... I had no idea that was how it all came about. I read the files, but they don't go into anywhere near that level of details. I'll bet they'll paint things in a much rosier light for the prosecution too. Von Karma was the one in charge after all. What happened with the case after that? Well, what with the eye sculptures vanishing from the victim's room, things hit a bit of a rough patch. So rough, in fact, they took a full year before they could even reach a verdict in the trial. A full year? This was back before they brought in the whole initial trial thing. You didn't have to finish up in double quick time like you do nowadays. I see. Did you ever find out who the victim's creation managed to just disappear? Well, they were sorbet or frozen desserts or whatever you want to call them. Ice, in other words. And if it's made of ice, it can melt. Which is exactly what they concluded must have happened. But there's a chance that wasn't how things actually went down. What do you mean? So this place is a gallery these days, but back then it was Samson Stangaroa's place, yeah? Indeed. And the site is of the IS-7 incident. Well, word is Frost Ice sculptures are suddenly back on display 18 years after that fateful day. The very sculptures the victim made? Who knows? Could be they're just modeled on the originals. But I figured it was worth coming down for a little look-see just in case. Seems like the least I could do for poor old Gregory. Well, alrighty then. Let's go take a look at these icy marvels, shall we, kiddo? I believe they're on display in the Winter Wing, as it's very snazzily known. Yeah. It's a museum now. So, Winter Wing. This one. Huh? I don't believe it, it's locked! Okay, next is the Autumn Wing. Because I see a fir next to the Winter Wing. And there's some sort of tree with orange leaves. So this must be an autumn tree. The gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Wonder Wings is off limits? What gives? Fender. Perhaps you should look most closely at the pamphlet we were given. The Winter Wing is over there. The Zodiac Hall. It is? Freaky, could have sworn it was this one. Anywho, shall we? Time to dive on in and see what we should have seen 18 years ago. April 2nd, Zodiac Hall, Winter Wing. So here we see Mask the Mask with Desiree, his wife. Then we see a little kid with horns. I don't think that's his real horns. This is weird. Brr, I see they're still keeping it as chilly as heck in these rooms. I'm about to turn into a popsicle stick. It is the Winter Wing, you know, but you're right. It's like a freezer in here. It could be a trick of the light, but it feels like the whole room is made of ice. The temperature controls will be somewhere at the back there if memory serve. Hey, Monster, can you go peep the degree count? I'm thinking of a complaint to the management. It's in order. There is such a thing as too cold, yeah? Alright, if you insist. Take your time, mosey around and take in the sights while you're at it. I've got a camera I need to prep for action. Feel like your pop might appreciate a picture of all this. I'll put it on his grave so he can have a gander. Of course. So, gallery pamphlet, what do we have? Spring wing, summer wing, winter wing, autumn wing. So the autumn wing is closed, but they have a fir tree. It doesn't make any sense. Logically, spring, summer, autumn shouldn't be here instead of winter. And then there's the elevator, the fountain hall, security room, reception entrance. Okay, that doesn't change. Okay. Each room is kept at a specific temperature to reflect the season it represents. So summer, we got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, 78. Spring, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, 53. What? Winter, Taurus, Gemini, 27. Autumn, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, 64. So in the winter, it should be 27, which is below freezing point. So 27 is minus 5, I think. But I don't understand why Virgo is in the spring. Sagittarius is not supposed to be in summer. Aries should be in spring. Scorpio, Libra. Okay, this is fucked up. Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius should be autumn. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces and Aries, that should be winter. Taurus and Gemini should be spring. And Leo, Cancer, Virgo should be summer. This is fucked up, man. Even still, I would have put oh no, never mind. I would have put Virgo in autumn as well, but this is stupid. Maybe it's the position of the constellation in the sky, but still. Leaving so soon? I was not leaving. I was trying to move around you. Stick around, take in the side. It's too cold. We're thinking of having someone warmer. If you want, I could lend you some of the old fender treads. In exchange for your jacket, of course. I'll be fine, thank you. Seems I have to stick out a little longer. So, how about this? I scream out, oh no, this must be the work of that villain, the mask. Yeah, and I go, that's me, the legendary Master Mask. Yeah, and then, oh no. Say that and you'll be in cuffs before you can blink, Ronnie. You've got to take this more seriously, otherwise how are we gonna get to this market to sell? Get this to market to sell. What exactly are these two plotting? They plotting to steal this? This is the Gemini constellation, Castor and Pollux. Wait, that's an enormous block of ice on display here. Okay, so this is supposed to be the Gemini and Taurus, right? Taurus looks weird. He's weirdly, he's doing a weird pose. And for some reason, like, okay, I get that the Gemini, we have one with an arrow and a lyre, but the other person seems to be covered with some sort of cloth covering it. This is off because The arrow is supposed to belong to Sagittarius. I don't know why it's with Gemini. There's some explanatory text engraved in it. Castor and Pollux. Every day in December, countless shooting stars can be seen emanating from this constellation. Oh, is that why Gemini is in the winter area? So then the mask needs to. Yeah, and then I wish these two would stop talking so loudly. It's difficult to concentrate. Never mind, I'll just go take a look at some other exhibit. So let's see the temperature, huh? Fender, I can't seem to find the temperature control you mentioned. You have to push on the panel to open it. It's a little tricky if you don't know where it's at. Here, I'll have it open for you in a jiffy. Huh. Dang thing is locked! Makes sense, I guess. Wouldn't want the visitor cranking up the thermostat and melting the art. According to the pamphlet, the winter wing is kept at a constant 27 degrees. Ah, wait! Wait, that's colder than a snowman's cold bits. I'm gonna freeze to death in here. Guess there's only one thing for it. Somebody's getting a snuggle. Hey, what's with the icy stare? You want me to freeze to death? No! Oh, here's the only working rock lamp. They reuse it. This lamp appears to be made of rock salt. It's illuminating the diagram of the zodiac just above it. Yes, both Gemini and Taurus are not only zodiac signs, but constellations that are visible during the winter. Winter constellation on display in the winter wing, and uniquely these statues are made of flavored ice. Oh, you know what? Maybe in Japan, they don't see the same stars at the same year as us. Because they see some constellation that we cannot, since they're not at the same part of the hemisphere. According to the pamphlet we received, the ones in the other rooms are made of crystal glass. Ice might be rather fitting for the summer wing too. Who doesn't like a nice snow cone on a sunny day? But then it would probably be too similar to this room, I suppose. Oh. There are two large ice statues on display here. Yes, these are remakes of Frost's work from 18 years back. Real eye-catching stuff. Ice sculpture's a heck of an art form, huh? It is. These are the works my father never got to see. To think that I get to see them instead, so many years later. Sorry to butt in while you're deep in the think hole, Milester, but would you mind looking this way a sec? This way? Beautiful, yeah, just like that. Fender, really? We're doing a selfie? Say cheese! Please don't do that again. I don't like having my picture taken. Yeah, but you look like your father in this picture. I'll put it next to it. You'll see. This looks so weird. My bad, big guy. My bad. I had to check if this whole thing was still working is all. Now that you mention it, your camera does look rather ancient. Yep, vintage model. You ever heard of an instant camera? It develops the picture right after you take the shot. Still twist my noggin trying to think how it works. I know what an instant camera is, although I've never used one. Should have known, Mr. Know-It-All would know it all. You really are your father's son. Alright, step aside. I need to get some good shot of the room here. For all his joking, he looks very serious about the picture he's taking. He must have his own theories about the IS-7 incident. Woo! I should have been a paparazzo. J's are gold! And they develop right away. You wanna see? Well, since you already shoved one in my face, Alright, Brainiac, question. What do these two sculptures represent? They appear to represent Taurus and Gemini, two constellations best observed during wintertime. Bingo! He shoots, he scores! Why, you're a regular encyclopedia, Milester. Guess that's why this is the Winter Wing, right? Because they have the Winter Star stuff on display here. Anyway, seeing as I'm the nicest old rogue on the block, that one's yours for keepsies. Thanks. Statue matching those made by the victim 18 years ago. So the victim made these same Zodiac statues out of flavored ice for the contest 18 years ago? Sure did. Lovingly crafted life-size dessert. I only ever saw the old ones in photo though. But these are the spits. These are the spit of the original. So this is what you wanted to show me? Yep. Think Gregory would have wanted you to see them too. And I may not have it in me to come here on my own. Sorry to drag you along. Not at all. I'm happy to be able to see where my father's final case unfolded. Good to hear you say so, Palio. What say we grab another quick snap to commemorate this heartwarming occasion? Absolutely not. It's a statue of a rather ferocious-looking bull. Not a gaze one would want to be fixed with. But then I was always taught to return a stare with a stare. Although in this case, discretion might be better part of valor. So there's a huge block of ice on display here. The Pleiades, a group of 7 stars just off to the side of Taurus. Oh, it must be incredibly heavy, although maybe not, what with being hollow on the inside. There's a constellation engraved onto the surface, along with some explanatory text. The Pleiades, known to some as Subaru, they form part of the larger constellation of Taurus. But why cram so many stars into one tiny part of a single constellation? I guess people in ancient times weren't usually careful about such things. Alrighty, I got the shots I wanted. Shall we scoot on over to another wing and see what's cooking? Might as well do the full tour while we're here. I suppose so. I want to see what it says about Castor and Pollux. December, countless. The shooting stars can be seen from this constellation. Okay, we read that already. In December. Somebody. Ah! What was that? It came from the Phantom Room. Come on, let's go see what's up. Oh, man! April 2nd, Zodiac Hall Fountain Room. So here we see an older Gusto who's bumped into guess who? I'll give you a hint. It smells bad. There's someone on the ground. And is that Larry? What are you doing here? Actually, never mind that. What on earth is going on? Edgy! You should have seen it. It was awful. Just calm down and tell me what there is. Why there is an unconscious man on the floor. So yeah, Gusto is all white. He's got a white. He has grown a beard. All white hair, longer hair, and he's got more scars on his arms. I didn't do anything, he just fell down in front of me. Wait, I know this guy. Oh man. So, Judy Bound is still here, and Alicia Scone is here as well. Yeah, Judy doesn't look like a teenager anymore. She looks like a grown woman. Delicia has an age a day. Is everything alright? Don't you know it's rude to make a racket in our gallery, you naughty boys? Wait, the smell. He's still breathing, but I know these symptoms. It's not safe, Miles. We need to get everybody out of here. Everyone with me. There isn't a moment to lose. There's poison gas coming out from that room. April 2nd, 10:42 a.m. Zodiac Hall, Fountain Room. So wait, Gusto came out of the Autumn Wing and there was poisonous gas? Huh? So now, yeah, we see Fender and Larry. He has his hand in his pocket. Like, that wasn't a big deal. How's the victim doing, Fender? Not good. Inhaled a lot of gas. It's still out and it sounds like it's pretty serious. But the paramedic says there are no signs of external injury and that he was conscious before it happened. Anyway, he's alive, just barely. He's lucky we found him when we did. But like I said, he's not out of the woods yet. They put him in the medical room with a specialist. You see, I couldn't help noticing that it seemed like you knew him, Fender. Sure do. That was Carmelo Gusto. He was here back when the old IS-7 thing went down. The confectioner! So he was here 18 years ago too. Any hoozles, this guy here seems like he's a rude help. Old pile of yours, Malzarino? Yes, something like that. I'm glad you're okay, Larry. Something like that? Are you serious, Edgy? You've known me since elementary school. God, you crush a guy's feeling, why don't you? Anyway, you know you're supposed to call me Maurice Donim when I'm dressed like this. So no more Larry, okay? You got that? This is Larry Butts. He's a bit of a troublemaker, but he's one of my only friends from back when we were little kids. Ever since he developed a passion for art, he's been trying to make as big as Maurice Donim. But new name or not, he's still the same old Larry. Whoa, grade school buddies! I need to tell Gregory about this. He'll be over the moon to hear you have a pal. He was always worried you'd never click with anybody. Hear that, Edgy? You're lucky to have a friend like me! I never knew I was the cause of such worries from my father. Never mind that now, Larry. What are you doing here? Maurice, Edgy! How many times do I have to tell you it's Maurice? What are you doing here? I'm not even saying your name. Fuck it. What's with the demon eyes? Alright, I'll talk. Just stop looking at me like that. Good. Now talk. You want to know what I'm here? Why the heck do you think? For my art, of course. Oh, and I'm coming on the date here with Lulu soon, so I thought I'd better scope the place out. So not actually for your art at all. Maurice, my man, an artist and a romantic. You have to introduce me to this lady friend of yours. Oh, sure, it's nice to have somebody take an interest for once. Spare me. Oh, by the way, Lauricio, did you notice anything when you found the victim? Huh? Nothing in particular. Didn't you say you seen something awful? Oh, that! The old guy just appeared and splat. He was on the floor, scared the life out of me. But for once, I had nothing to do with any of it. Don't look so proud. That's the least we should be able to hope for. Okay, here's Judy with the tea. Honored guest, I can only apologize for the trouble you experienced. I'm Judy Bound, the gallery manager. Another person of the IS-7 incident. Good to see you, Jude. Mr. Fender, it's always a pleasure. She was at the reception desk when we arrived, so she's the one in charge here. I can't believe you had to go through something so awful, and on our first day in business. Hey, quit that. It's not your fault. Oh wait, I guess I better introduce you guys. Judy, meet Miles Edgeworth, son of the late, great Gregory. Really? You're Mr. Edgeworth's son? Well... She's dancing around. Isn't this fabulous? The great man's son's here with us. 18 long years have passed, but now look, he's here at last. It's very lovely to meet you, Mr. Fine Attorney number 2. Judy, that was the bomb. I see you're in good voice as ever. Miles at work? Prosecutor. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, you're a prosecutor. Oh, I'm so sorry. Forgive me for jumping into conclusion. She's very polite, but there's something strange about her. Hey, Judy, can I get an autograph? You can write in here in my sketchbook if you want. Well, if you're if you're sure you even want such a thing. Why do you want it, Larry? Rude! You know who she is, right? Come on, Milester, you don't keep up with showbiz news or nothing, cause that's no big surprise. What's going on? Why are they looking at me like that? Judy here's a living legend. Like, not just TV, movies, musical, chart-topping hits, you name it. Ever since Cook and Bacon Bob, she soared. Hee, oh, don't be silly. I'm just a humble art gallery owner now. I finally quit the biz for good. I finished shooting my last movie just the other day, in fact. Some of my co-stars were even kind enough to say that they would come visit me once we open. Anyway, here you are. Good luck with your artistic endeavors. Thank you so much, Judy. I'll treasure it till my dying day. You and me are peas in the pod, Laurie. Peas in the gosh dang pod. How lovely for you both. Larry, could you go practice your drawing somewhere or something? You did come all the way for an art gallery after all. It would be a shame to waste the opportunity. A real artist drawing our exhibit? What an honor! Guess you can have a bright idea once in a while, Edgy. Alright, Judy, seeing as you were so nice about it, I guess I will. Be right back. Oh, he's a real live wire, that one. That's one way of putting it. I can only apologize. By the way, there was another woman with you before. Where is she now? Oh, you mean Delicia? Delicious Cone? She's in the medical room helping to care for Mr. Gusto. Yeah, her being a pharmacist and all. She would help if a guy's poisoned. I call it the medical room, but it's nothing quite so grand, of course. I couldn't stay with them as I'm the only one on staff, and I can't leave the gallery unattended for long. Delicious Cone. We've heard that name before, haven't we, Fender? For sure have. Sounds like our IS-7 bingo card is complete. Huh. But something tells me this isn't a coincidence. Perhaps I should offer you gentlemen a cup of tea? A drop of the old Juicy Bound Special Blend? Why not? For old time's sakes. That would be lovely, thank you. Is it gonna be sale on tea? Now, if you will excuse me, I better go and explain things to the other visitors. You do go do your thing, Jude. Oh, you go do your thing, Jude. Thanks again. And she leaves. Curtsy. Okay, she pushed the cars aside and then she go into the entrance. This aroma. Ceylon, I believe. Let's give it a try. This is a fine blend. Top quality Ceylon, indeed. It's citrus aroma. Yeah, it's said to improve one's ability to concentrate, right? Haha, you old man said those exact words 18 years ago. Ah, really takes me back. There's just one difference. Jude's cooled the saucer back then. Not today, though, it seems. Huh. Anyway. Don't you think it's a little bit odd? Every single person from an 18-year-old case all assembled in the same place at the same time? Yes. It almost feels as if an investigation is in order.
Mr. Edward, sir, you alright?
Okay, Faraday's here too.
Mr. Edward, Mr. Fender.
We heard you got caught in the poison gas attack, so we came as fast as we could. Well, if it isn't the cavalry, come on, team, bring it in. No way. I don't want to hug. Besides, you're both doing just fine. Gummy and I got ourselves all worked up over nothing. Detective Gumshoe? What were you thinking bringing Kay with you?
Well, sorry, sir. Out of habit. I knew it was dangerous, what with the poison gas and all, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. I ran and 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 I ran, but I just couldn't shake her off.
When it comes to running away, the great thief right here is the whole champ, the world champ. Then run away. Do not chase the poor detective.
All set, sir.
Okay, he's wearing a gas mask. Where's my mask? Okay, there it is.
All set, sir. Just say the word and I'll head in there and start investigating. You guys stay here. That gas could still be dangerous.
All right, we're counting on you, detective. Good luck in there, Dickie boy.
Gumshoe away!
No way, give Gummy almost looks like a real detective. I'm so proud of him. But he is a real detective. Is he? This is Edward speaking.
Mr. Edward! Looks like the gas has mostly dissipated, sir.
I took off my mask.
Okay. The tarp that was on the girl. That was supposed to be the Gemini. The tarp that was on one of the twins has been removed and was put on the bull now. The top of the glass casing is broken. There's water. Wait. Are we still in the wing? The winter wing? It was the winter wing poison? Very good, detective. Now, calm down and tell me what you see.
Yes, sir. First up, the exhibits. There's a statue of two people on the left side. And on the right, some kind of two-horned animal. The other two are covered in tarp.
Wait, a statue of two people and two-horned animal? That sounds familiar. In fact, it sounds identical to the display in the winter wing.
Other than that, this place is looking pretty damp. The sprinklers spray the place good.
Oh, okay, so it's not that the ice melted. It's that there were sprinklers. So, if those guys have mermaid tails, does that make them Pisces? But if they're Pisces, wouldn't that room be the autumn one? Okay, that makes sense. So that means that the bull one is actually Capricorn. And we have Pisces and Aries that's been hidden inside tarps. The room is at 64. Okay, so this is not ice. It's glass.
Must be what stopped the gas from spreading.
The sprinklers? Are there any sign of a fire?
No, sir. The fire alarm hasn't been triggered either. Sprinklers looks like the type that detect heat and smoke. When they detect something, they send an alarm, either fire or smoke, to the security room.
So this is the autumn wing. But that looks awfully similar to the winter wing for some reason. Like even like the bull and the Taurus and Capricorn have the same top. It's almost like plagiarism. What the... Sorry. So yeah, when they detect something, they send an alarm, either fire or smoke to the security room.
Guess they read the gas as smoke and triggered a smoke alarm that way.
And was anyone in the security room when that alarm went off?
This place only has one employee, and that's Judy Bound, the manager. And she was at the reception desk across from the security room the whole time since the gallery opened. So she heard the alarm.
So she heard the alarm from across the way and turned on the sprinklers.
Yup, since they can only be switched on manually and only from there. Wouldn't want the art gallery getting soaked for no good reason, I guess. And if it's manual, you can maybe even check how bad the fire was and try to get some stuff out first.
So the security setup was geared around protecting the exhibits. That makes sense in an art gallery, I guess.
Brrr. One more thing, it's freezing in here. This isn't the autumn wing, it's the deep midwinter wing.
So the autumn wind is cold too?
I checked the temperature, it's 26.5 degrees in there, sir.
Why is the autumn wing being kept at the same temperature as the winter wing?
That's about all I got for now. I'll let you know if I found anything else, sir.
Understood. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe. April 2nd, 11:15 a.m., Zodiac Hall, Fountain Room. What did Gummy have to say? He said that the autumn wing is actually quite wintry.
Huh? I don't get it.
I'm wondering what it could mean myself, but it's a bit hard to tell from out here. We should try to get in there as soon as the police are done with the investigation.
Amen to that. We need to see what the deal is for ourselves.
Is there anybody who might know something in the meantime?
Oh yeah, there's one guy, Miles' best bud.
Is what? Ugh, if we have to, then I guess we have to. Loris.
Wait, that's... Okay, didn't expect you to see you here. You're looking as fresh faced as ever. Yeah, long time no see.
Larry, right?
Loris.
So here's the deal, okay? I'm Loris right now.
You see, I'm also a bit of an artist.
Ah, so it's your alias. I like it. Good to see you, Loris.
I always knew you were a nice, thoughtful kid. Unlike some people. ...
H word ... I have some question for you, Larry.
What the? How am I a suspect? Just because I found the guy, that doesn't mean I did a crime.
I never said you did. I just need you to tell us what you saw. You said you saw something awful. How so exactly?
Look, I didn't say anything, and I didn't do anything, okay?
I don't think I did anyway.
Whoa, Chief, you didn't sound too sure of yourself at the end there.
There's something you should know about him, Fender. Quote, when something smells, it's usually the butts. We've been saying that about Larry for 26 years now. His ability to attract trouble is legendary for want of a better word. For want of a better word. His ability is to cause trouble too. I suppose I'd better find out what he did this time.
Okay, oh shit, we're playing mind chess with Larry?
Our aim is to uncover anything that Larry might be hiding. However...
I didn't say anything and I didn't do anything and you can't prove otherwise!
2 pawns and a queen. It's almost impossible for him to keep his cool. I'll need to bide my time when he gets agitated and wait for him to calm down.
Okay. So he's the opposite of somebody, everybody else.
So everybody was calm, and we have to attack when he's agitated. And here, like when he's agitated, we have to wait until he comes down. Oh no, wait, that's exactly as anybody else. You have to lower the defense. When they're agitated, we buy our time. Let's start by asking him to go into details about what he's doing here. He shouldn't prove to be too much of a challenge, so let's get this over with.
Marches, commence.
Why are you here? Why exactly did you come to the gallery today?
What kind of question is that? What, you don't think I don't belong in a gallery or something?
Okay, he's nervous. Hey, if you're gonna ignore me, then I'm gonna paint your portrait.
And when I'm done, I'll scribble all over it.
They're all just scribbles to begin with. I'm not gonna say that, but that would be fun. I'm joking, okay? I've never scribbled on one of my pieces. How could I? They're valuable artworks. According to you, perhaps. I imagine I might struggle to agree.
Oh, laugh it up, funny guy. Luckily, some people actually believe in my work.
And those people lack an eye for aesthetics? No, by my time.
She's called Lulu, okay? And she says my pictures are masterpieces. So if she likes something, I'll draw it for her. Anything at all.
And where is this Lulu? How come you're here all alone?
What, a guy can't be apart from his girlfriend for 1 second? I have my own life too, you know.
Why not come here together by my time?
Fine, Lulu said she's a Gemini, okay? So I thought I could do a sketch of the statue to show her on our date.
And I expect you're pretty proud of the sketch.
Not so much this time actually. But you know, it being her sign and all, I just thought maybe she might kind of like it.
So you're here for the Gemini sculpture. I'll very like you to try to tell me nothing and give so much away in the process. So to summarize, you came here today to draw a sketch of the Gemini statue for your girlfriend Lulu.
Ow! Pawn on pawn. What? How did you figure all that out?
From your incessant prattling, you can't just help yourself, can you?
Fine! I won't say another word.
Larry may want to keep his mouth shut now, but I have my answers one way or another. Let's ask him what he did after he arrived here at the gallery. We'll soon see what he's hiding. It's just a matter of time.
What did you do once you got here?
Alright, tell me what you did once you arrived here.
What's the big idea? Why are you staring at me like that? I don't remember. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I didn't know what was where, or I just kind of hung around by the fountain.
You didn't get a pamphlet? Okay, that's a good question. You didn't receive a pamphlet when you paid your entrance fee at the reception desk?
You mean entry isn't... Wait, you're saying it's not even free to get in here?
You didn't pay upon entry? By my time. You mean to tell me that you entered without paying?
I'm sorry, okay? It wasn't deliberate. There wasn't anybody at the reception desk is all. So I thought entry must be free.
Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk. Interesting. You're saying Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk at the time?
Yeah, but it looked like there was maybe somebody in the little room opposite.
Interesting. According to Detective Blanchou, Miss Bound had to enter the security room to activate the sprinkler system. I expect she wasn't at the reception desk because she was busy responding to the incident.
And right after, she finally got the place open for business too. Poor Judy. The Winter Wing, the gallery's greatest attraction, and it's gonna be ruined now.
You know a lot about the Winter Wing for somebody who wanted to paint the Gemini statue. You say you don't have a pamphlet, and yet you seem to know all about the Winter Wing. For example, that the Gemini statue you came here to draw just happened to be in said room. Therefore, it was your intention to visit the Winter Wing all along, wasn't it?
Oh, how did you get me again? Pawn on the pawn. Fine, you're right. I came here for the Gemini statue. And yeah, I came here to visit the Winter Wing. I won't deny it.
Larry's not one to confess so easily. Then again, he's always managed to surprise me in unusual ways. Let's see what more he can tell us about the Winter Wing. I expect even Larry has found his feet a little by now. I'll have to watch his reaction more carefully and see what information I can get from him.
Did you enter the Winter Wing?
Larry, be honest. Did you enter the Winter Wing?
What is that? Is that
suspicion I see in your eyes? I tried to get in there, sure, but... You mean you didn't go in? You tried to get in, but you couldn't? Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get in there, but... That old guy came out and fell to the ground, and like I said, it was pretty shocking. The victim prevent you from entering? So you were unable to enter the winter wing because the victim emerged and collapsed in front of you. Yeah, he came out of the winter wing door and then down he went. But it wasn't the autumn wing that the victim came out of. That stupid poison gas never happened. I'd be in there happily sketching away right now. Larry seems to have the autumn and winter wings mixed up. Regardless, it seems the same really has to make a sketch of one of the statues. This could be a useful clue. What did you see in the winter wing? You don't let up, do you? I told you I didn't see anything. Galleries are nice and all, but I kind of changed my mind once I got here. No, I would go meet my girlfriend instead. I think it's time to deploy my cue. So, what became of your sketch? Knight, didn't you say you came here to make a sketch of one of the statues for your girlfriend? You gave up on that little easily, didn't you? Surely you saw something, even if you're distracted by this collapse. The victim's collapse. Well, I did not see something. But that doesn't prove that I did see something totally terrifying either, does it? You saw something totally terrifying? You're blinking too hard. Wait. Alright. Really, Larry? You could at least try to make this a little harder for me. I put it to you, Larry Butts, that you did in fact see something totally terrifying. Yeah! How do you do it, Edgy? Are you some kind of mind reader? Fine, I guess there's no point trying to keep it a secret any longer. Huh. I'm not sure there's much point in you trying to keep any secret, given your track record. I wasn't exactly the most edifying use of my time, but that's checkmate. I couldn't help staring at that Gemini statue. My eyes were drawn to it. Objection! You kept talking about a Gemini statue, but there's no way you saw what you think you saw. It's simply not possible. What do you mean? You think I saw a ghost statue or something? Larry's still laboring under this misconception that Dee was looking at the winter wing. This piece of evidence showed what Larry was really looking at. Yeah, the gallery pamphlet. Take a look at this pamphlet. The autumn wing features sculptures depicting, hello again, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Not only that, but I've seen the statue depicting Gemini in the winter wing for myself. Which means that whatever you saw, it could have been a statue of Gemini. Guess that makes sense. Why is he more surprised by that? It did seem pretty weird now that I think about it. One of the two people did look like a goddess. So the other stuff, I guess that wasn't my imagination either. Other stuff? You're interested in it too, are you, Edgy? Great. Let me show you. Show me what exactly? I drew a picture of it all. Got the whole scene down exactly as I saw it. But I'm still not that confident in my work, so, Well, I want to see. Really? Alright, here. The Virgin Mary was crying blood. It's a miracle, I tell you. What on earth? It's grotesque. You're trying to tell me that the statue was crying tears of blood? I have to say, Maurice, it's pretty scary. Right? Because it was scary. It was supposed to be a statue of Gemini, but it up and turned into a goddess right before my eyes. It freaked me out so bad I screamed out loud. So he wasn't reacting to the victim collapsing in front of him after all. Wait, when you say turned into a goddess, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean, what do I mean? The bottom half was suddenly a fish, that's what I mean. A goddess with a fishy bottom half? Sounds like Pisces to me. I heard it's all based on this legend of a goddess and her son turning into fish to escape some baddie. Wow, really? I thought Pisces was just two plain old fish. Edgy, do you think the statue is cursed? I mean, tears of blood turning into a fish, that's some pretty cursed stuff right there. Don't be a fool. I imagine you simply mistook one statue for the other. Pisces statue sketch data jotted down in my organizer. Aw, look at you talking carefully into your organizer. I simply thought I might be of use for it later. Maybe in the bathroom. What is that supposed to mean? You're the worst, Edgy, the worst! Kinda freaky deaky though, huh? The statue with the bottom half that changes shape. I'm pretty keen to find out what went down the autumn wing, aren't you? You suppose I am? Yes? Could there be some kind of trick to the spicy statue, perhaps? This is Edward.
I'm just about done in here, sir. There's no danger from gas anymore. You can come in now.
Thanks. Good work, Detective. Seems it's finally safe to enter the autumn wing. The good detective sure has impeccable timing. Come on, let's go take a look. I want to see this spicy statue. You're going in there, Kay? Then maybe I should come along too. Did you really think I was going to leave you out of here on your own? I know better than that. All right, everyone, to the autumn wing. Here we are at last. It really does look a lot like the winter wing.
Glad you could make it. Oh, and hey there. You're, Harry, was it? Good to see you, Harry.
No! For the last time, the name is Maurice, no name. Detective, your report if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. Okay, so first off, I found a blowtorch. The nozzle was still warm when I found it, so I guess it was used pretty recently.
Was somebody using it to heat something? Probably to start the sprinkler. Or the poison gas was actually in solid form and you needed a flame to turn into gas in order to be poisonous. Signs of it used just before the police arrived, probably to hit something. Was the stepladder already like that when you entered?
Yeah, guess it was used by whoever let out the gas. The gas was inside the case until someone opened the lid.
Is that so? The Pisces statue.
You're sure up on your constellation, sir. You know what the one in the other case is too.
This is the autumn wing, so I imagine it could be Capricorn.
Guess there's no fooling you, sir. I thought it was supposed to be Taurus. That weird cloud that was draped around, it kinda tripped me up.
Hey, is that a piece of luminous cloth from way back when? What's that doing there? No, we have evidence from the IS-7 incident too. I mean, I didn't pay attention to the rock salt lamp. That was that was the first piece of evidence. Gloves that close when connected to a full spectrum light emitting device.
Taking a look around. It seems there's a piece of luminous cloth on each of the other cases too.
Yeah, and that just makes me want to see what's hiding underneath real bad.
Sure, let me whip them all right up for you.
Wow, they're beautiful! Yeah. This is Aries and Aquarius. So, the transformation Larry witnessed could have been the moment when the cloth around the Pisces statue lower half felt away.
See, Edgy, see? I wasn't imagining things. I wasn't mistaken.
Listen, Milester, I think we can all agree this room is fishier than a bucket of fish. My hunch is that somebody deliberately tried to make this room look just like the Winter Wing. Yes, I was thinking exactly the same thing. David covered the statue up in such a way to make them look similar. With such a cloth over the bottom half, the Pisces and Gemini statue looks almost the same.
Ditto for Capricorn. Cover the bottom half and he looks pretty much like Taurus.
The other two can be fixed as easily, so covering their case up completely was the only answer. So somebody went to some lengths to disguise the Autumn Wing as the Winter Wing. I'd say we need to take a closer look at things up here, won't you, Vender?
Hold it!
Mr. Winner? Judge Gavel?
What the heck are you guys doing here? You're the last thing I need. This is my scene, you hear?
Mr. Edgeworth, it seems I have failed in my duty yet again. I pray one day to make you see that your presence is not required at every crime scene.
Ugh.
And that co-opting the good detective for your own end is neither right nor good. I will have to give serious consideration as to how the goddess of justice will have me judge you.
You got it all wrong. It was me who asked Mr. Edgeworth to help, not the other way around.
It was? Well then, you know what that means, Detective Flatfoot.
Oh, you mean?
Exactly. Your,
salary check is taking a hit.
Bet you're looking forward to payday now, huh? Always wanted to say that.
Man, getting a wage cut from you of all people.
Not so fast, Mr. Winner. I was simply assisting with the police investigation as a witness and bystander. Detective Gumshoe is entirely in the right.
Oh, he is now? So you're saying I should give him a bonus instead?
Yes, please. That's not what I'm saying at all, but I sure need one.
I wouldn't mind a little salary bump.
Your compassion and generosity are truly heartwarming, Eustace. But we must take into account past transgression when making judgment that concerns the future. And hereby judge Mr. Edgeworth and his associate unfit to tread the hallowed ground of his scene.
What? We only just got here.
The goddess of justice has conferred her blessing on Eustace and Eustace alone.
By which you mean, this is Mr. Winner case.
That's exactly what she means. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's time for the warm-up act to get off the stage. After all, I solved this one already. I have a suspect lined up and everything.
What did you say? A suspect already? Who?
Who else but your artist friend over there?
Wait, me?
Huh? Me? Me?
What's going on there, Jay?
Your guess is as good as mine. I can't even begin to imagine how the boy's mind works.
Unsurprisingly that you lack the attitude to understand the winning mindset.
Lack the attitude? Something tells me he doesn't know the real winning turn of phrase.
Well put, Eustace. Mr. Edgeworth does indeed lack a certain aptitude. Yeah, exactly. Where's your aptitude, smart guy?
Wow, he's totally shameless.
Underestimate my information gathering skill at your own peril. Before we came here, we dropped by the medical room to ask the good doctor there a few questions. And he told me where the poison gas came from.
And where might that have been? It was, it's this chemical you find everywhere. Can't think of the name just now, though. Wait there a second. Let me just call him real quick. Perhaps I can answer your question while Eustace is on the telephone. Why let him get the call if you know the answer? The gas was created by mixing two specific chemicals, ubiquium and asphyxion. Yeah. What kind of chemicals are they? Ubiquium is a red liquid used in all matters of everyday products. Paint and dishwashing liquid among various others. On its own, it's entirely benign. So it's something anyone could get their hands on. Precisely. But the same cannot be said for asphyxion. That just sounds nasty. What is it used for? It is the main ingredient in a product called Infesticide Ultra. Whoa! Is that supposed to make you choke? It is pure white in color and is unavailable to the average consumer. In fact, it is nigh impossible for members of the public to obtain it here in this country. As such, we are currently investigating where it might have come from. Scone. Poison gas ingredients. So it's like two substances. Are they liquid? Oh, but they were seen on the they were seen on Larry's photo. So the red stuff was not blood, but that was ubiquium, and asphyxion was something on the floor. I don't know. But basically, Larry portrayed the moment when the two chemicals were mixing. I'm back, and I know the name of the chemical now. Don't waste your breath. Judge Cavell informed us already. Huh? Oh, great. So that'll make things quicker, I guess. So the source of the gas, ubiquium, is used in paint and stuff, right? And there was somebody here at the gallery today who brought paints with them. Your friend, the artist.
You can't accuse me just because of that.
Objection to the paints of that palette in your hand. Edgy, is this kid okay? He seems a little, you know. Indeed, haven't known him long, but he's a little prone to jumping to the wrong conclusion. Hey, quit talking about me like I'm not even there. Ignore them, Eustace. They're simply intimidated by you, nothing more. Why not give them another reason to fear you with one of your winning deduction? Winning? Yeah, a good idea. Get a load of this, losers! Our friend, the artist here, won the race to find the victim and was first on the scene, correct? And the gas the victim was poisoned with is made from ubiquium, which, as we know, is found in paint. He was carrying paint on his person, and he was one winning stride away from the victim, which surely makes him the winner on our list of suspects. Right, Gavel? You think so too, right? There's a possibility that certainty can be discounted. Well, would the artist like to share his version of events? Did you leave red paint at the scene of the crime? Or something more sinister? The catalyst for a blood of toxic gas, perhaps? I think I might have left my heart there, you know. And you might have picked it up. I would be careful what you say to me. My gavel. Oh shit, I pressed the story button option. Oh man. Oh, I accidentally pressed the. So if I want my trophy, I'm gonna have to reload. So where's the last? Okay, let's make a save, but it's not gonna be this. I just want to compare something. I'm Gonna overwrite my own game. 1642. Okay, I'm gonna reload the autosave. So yeah, I might have left my heart there, you know, and you might have picked it up. I would be careful what you say to me. My gavel is already primed to deliver guilty verdict.
Objection!
Ignore him, please, Your Honor. He's for the best.
Objection!
Quit stalling! You can't run away from the fact that my reasoning is flawless. So admit defeat and crawl out of here with your tails between your legs, because I win. We have better things to do than pick holes in your faulty logics, but I don't suppose I have much choice.
Hold it!
I'll be the first to admit that he's something of a suspicious character.
Objection!
First to admit. Are you trying to beat me to it? But you can't, because I'm the winner. I'm the first rate, always. Huh? I'm a first rate artist, you say. Larry, I don't need you to make this any more convoluted than it already is. Please, Mr. Winner, just continue. The gas the victim was poisoned with is made from ubiquium, which, as we know, is found in paint.
Hold it!
We do indeed. It seems it's found in a number of everyday products. Right, which makes your friend's paint pretty darn suspicious. But is it also found in a bunch of other stuff too? She has a winning point, I guess. Right, Gavel? I suppose she does. As I said, ubiquium is also found in dishwashing liquids, among other things. In other words, paint isn't the only possible explanation. No, but listen to the rest of my amazing deduction. Sorry. He was carrying paint on his person, and he was he was one winning stride away from the victim.
Hold it!
It's by no means certain that paint was the source of the poison gas. Ha! Well, if it's by no means certain that it wasn't either. Was that supposed to sound clever? Copying Mr. Edgeworth's speaking style isn't a shortcut to looking cool, you know. You make it sound as if you think there's something wrong with how I speak. Anyway, to bring it all home, my winning deduction showed he has paint, and he was closest to the victim.
Hold it!
That's really all you're basing your suspicion on, Mr. Buttov? What? You have a problem with that? Then show me some proof, loser. Put up or shut up. He's literally asking for it, Mr. Edgeworth. He is, so let's find the right piece of evidence and really give it to him. We know that Mr. Winner isn't much of a listener, and we also know that his reasoning is likely to be based on the flawed assumption. Yeah, I even phoned the other guy and he still got it wrong somehow. Let's get this over with as quickly as we can. It's a waste of all our time. No! I press story mode again. Okay. Anyway. Your deductions are anything but winning, I'm afraid, unless you're looking to win the prize for incoherence.
So you agree that I deserve a prize?
What you deserve is to be set right. The gas came from within the case containing the sculpture of Pisces.
It did! It was created by the artist guy. With the red paint that we know is full of ubiquium.
Allow me to offer you a bit of advice. One prosecutor to another, it always helps to listen carefully to others. The gas is created when ubiquium is mixed with another substance, asphyxion. Paint containing ubiquium alone wouldn't create any kind of gas at all.
It wouldn't? I thought they said that the guy was asphyxiated with ubiquium. So you're telling me all this was based on a mishearing of the forensics report? Ah! Don't yell at me!
The gas has already done its work by the time Mr. Butts found the victim. Perhaps it's your own aptitude you should be worrying about.
My aptitude? What does that even mean?
You literally used the word 5 minutes ago. It means one's ability or how suited one is to a particular task, Eustace. And attitude, the other word you misused only minutes ago as well, is another thing entirely.
I get what you're doing. You're making fun of me again.
What am I doing is demonstrating that you do not have the aptitude required to head up this investigation. Before you go any further, you might wish to consider some of the flaws in your own statement. And what flaws might those be? Firstly, that you cannot prove that your artist friend did not enter the autumn wing. And secondly, that you cannot prove the red paint did not have something to do with the crime. But the paint isn't important on its own, surely. What's important is the combination of the red ubiquium and the white asphyxion. How exactly were the two substances introduced to one another? Surely we need to figure out that before anything else.
Indeed we do. And that is what Eustace will be investigating next. Or what we would already be investigating had you not be making needless trouble.
We are not here to make trouble. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're here to help.
Are you saying you know how the gas was made? I don't believe you.
I can certainly point you toward a vital clue as to how it was done.
He's bluffing, Eustace. Ignore him. It's fine, Gavel. He's clearly lying. Might as well let him talk himself even further into a corner. If you're sure. Come on then, show me what you got. What shows how the gas was created, huh?
Yeah, there's the pink substance over there. Am I going to present the sketch?
Take that!
You're saying this somehow shows us how the chemicals were mixed to make the poison gas.
That's exactly what I'm saying, yes. Thank you for noticing.
Well, they do say I have a good eye.
The red tears Mr. Butts saw, that was the ubiquium.
Huh? Wait a second! You're saying the statue cried this stuff out? What, so our culprit is some kind of evil spirit?
How much time am I going to have to waste talking him through this step by step?
The red tears alone would not have been enough to create the gas. They must have been mixed with something else inside that case. What? And what if that? And what evidence do you have that's what happened?
The evidence is right there in the sketch I just showed you. I need to point out the part that shows that the two liquids are mixed together. The pink stuff on the floor. Observe the pool of pink liquid beneath the Pisces statue's glass case. This clearly shows that the two chemical mixed.
What? Wait! I don't get it. How does that prove that some ubiquium mixed with some asphyxion?
We have an artist with us. Why don't we ask him? Larry, You claim to be something of a painter. I imagine you have some experience mixing colors. What happens when you mix red with white?
Don't treat me like a dum-dum, Edgy. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Any idiot know that red and white makes pink. I mean, there's variation. You got your rose pink and your baby pinks, depending on the amount of red you're putting in.
Hold it!
That will be more than enough, thank you. You see what I'm getting at now, Mr. Wiener? Oh, I think I do. Ubiquium is red, asphyxion is white. Mix the two together, and you get pink. That's what the pink liquid is. Yes, very good. We got there in the end. Wow.
Yes!
Interesting.
I think you finally convinced him.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have raised a possibility, nothing more. We cannot know for sure that this shows the result of the two chemicals having mixed. And besides, the sketch you are attempting to enter as evidence was drawn by a suspect. How can we possibly hope to rely on this veracity?
Hey, I drew everything exactly as I saw it. A true artist never lies or embellishes the truth.
Forgive me, but I did not ask for your opinion.
Oof, she's a good one. But I like it.
You may rest assured, Your Honor, that I mean to prove my theory for all our satisfaction.
Overruled.
It may not be wise to jeopardize your position any further, Mr. Edgeworth. Especially as there is another question to which you have yet to provide a satisfactory answer. How can you prove that this man did not enter the Autumn Wing? Until you are able to, there is a little more to discuss.
Wait, maybe the victim could help us out with that.
Mr. Gusteau, he's still unconscious and in critical condition.
He is? Oh.
Now, if you don't mind, Eustace needs to carry out his own investigation of this area. If you would be so kind as to leave him in peace.
Who says hold it? Hold it!
For the presiding judge's sake, I pray the goddess that you need not ever be summoned to testify.
I'm gonna take a sip. For the presiding judge's sake, I pray to the goddess that you need not ever to be summoned to testify.
Now then, is there something you wish to say, Mr. Artist?
If you could just hold that pose for a moment there, Miss Ice Queen.
I am Justice Verity Gaval, and I would be grateful if you would dispense with the childish epithet.
Oh ho! Finally, she tells me her name. Nice to meet you, Verity. Name's Laurice Donim, but you can call me Laurice.
If you could stop wasting the court's time, Mr. Donim.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's just there's something I forgot to mention. The door was locked. I tried to open it and then the old guy came tumbling out.
It does appear that the door can be unlocked from the inside. However, that does not necessarily mean that it was locked at the time as you claim. Without proof, your statement carries little weight, I'm afraid.
Objection.
Well, as it happens, I can back our pal up on that. Yep, we tried to come in here too, but it's just like the guy said, it was locked up tight. Ain't that so, Malzerino?
It is. I distinctly remember how it went.
So, Winterwing. Huh? I don't believe it, it's locked. The gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Wonderwing's off limit. What gives?
Prior to the incident with the gas, it was not possible to enter this room from the outside. And what is to say that your suspicious friend was not in there with the victim the entire time?
Objection.
The fact that he didn't suffer the ill effects of the gas? Searching for a gas mask if you like. I doubt you'll find one. I see. Then I suppose we will have to take you at your collective word. That was a little too easy. Well, Judge Gavel, do you accept that Mr. Butts is no longer a viable suspect? And that once again, Mr. Winner's deduction have fallen short of the mark? What are you talking about? I just need some more information, that's all. You can't blame a guy for being a little hasty with his deduction.
You know it's not cool for a prosecutor to be saying stuff like that, right?
Very well. Then perhaps you should call our next suspect. Mr. Donim, you may step down from the stand.
Huh? Go, you mean?
I was enjoying our time together, Verity. Let me stick around, please. Overruled! Show no mercy. Squish my heart into a goopy mush.
I love it!
Who exactly is this next suspect? The pharmacist, Delicious Cone. Your artist friend may have struggled to lay his hands on the bottle of Infesticide Ultra, but someone in our line of work would surely have a better idea of where such a thing might be acquired.
Exclamation mark.
The court hereby calls for a 10-minute recess. Eustace, we will go and fetch the suspect. Your winning smile will bring her running, I'm sure.
My winning... Well, of course, Gavel. Let's go get her at once.
Hey, Detective Flatfoot, you carry on investigating while I'm gone, okay?
Sure.
Is it possible? Could Judge Gavel have suspected Miss Scone from the start?
Now that you mention it, she wasn't helping Mr. Winner like she usually does, huh?
What exactly is your angle there, Judge Gavel?
To be continued.